Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third game of our four-game slate tonight. It's going to be the Lady Springer Red Devils versus the Lady Hoehne Farmers. On the call for the play-by-play tonight is going to be Brock Brunelli. And then on the camera is going to be Brad Doherty. Getting a start here for the Farmers. Farmers win the tip but quickly recovered from the Springer Red Devils. Going to be Burton over left side. There's Naomi Rivera recovered. Tipped, rebounded, Crossan. Crossan feeds it over to Ramos. Ramos working inside. That's going to be 2 quick points there for Ramos. Janae Ramos, the senior here for the Farmers, averaged 9.8 points per game. Over the top of the key, it's going to be 13 Duran. Back over to 12, Burton. That's the sophomore for the Lady Red Devils. The feed, left wing, top of the key. Here's Rivera. She's part of the all-tournament team for the Lady Red Devils last year. Feed over back to Naomi Rivera, the senior. Left wing covered by Sin Roman. Working inside, that's going to be tipped for a second. Eventually recovered by the Red Devils. Taken away there from Allegra Gutierrez. Gutierrez is going to feed it over to Cantoria. The 10-footer going to be up, no good. Rebound Gutierrez. Back out to her cousin, Phoenix Sin Roman. That's going to be good. 2 points there for Sin Roman. She's going to have 2 points to get us started. Sin Roman last year, 2.4 assists per game. The feed inside to Epper, back outside. Up in a foul. They're actually going to call it a travel there. Sin Roman's going to bring it up here. Early press displayed here by the Red Devils over to Cross in the post for the Farmers. Red Devils with a good trap there. They break it, though, over to Cantoria. Cantoria right side over to Ramos. Ramos' 3-footer going to be up and good. That's going to be 4 points there for Ramos. The feed inside, tipped, Crossan. Here comes Crossan. Pushing the envelope up to Ramos. She's got 4 already. The feed over to Gutierrez. Working inside, Gutierrez's basket rattles out. Crossan's basket rattles out as well. Turnover, possession arrow goes over to the Red Devils. Here comes number 12. That's going to be Burton. She airballs that, recovered there from Crossan. Sin Roman pushing up. Ball rolls out of bounds and heading Lady Red Devils' way. This Hoehne Farmers team entering the preseason ranked 9th in 2A basketball. 20-4 last year, won the 2A Santa Fe League. Here comes Rivera midcourt on the inbound. The feed over the top of the key. That's going to be over to Burton, the sophomore. Burton trapped over the top of the right. Rivera top of the key. The feed over there to Epper. Epper working on cross and bobbles it. Recovered there from Rivera. Cantoria picks her pocket. Here comes Cantoria with one Red Devil to beat Cantoria up and good. That's going to be the first bucket of the night there for Cantoria. Bring it up here for the Red Devils is going to be the sophomore Burton. Burton going to flip it there over to Duran. Duran, nice little feed inside there to Epper. Up and good. The Red Devils are on the board with 2. This Red Devils team led by Jesus Urhilo. Looks like it was on the floor there. 2-8 is going to remain your score. 5:01 left in the first period of play.
Good job by the Hoehne Farmers stepping out, establishing their presence, especially defensively.
Sin Roman here on the inbound. Feeds it, it's tipped. Both these teams last year played in the championship for the TSC Tourney championship rights. Hoehne came out on top. Gutierrez's 3 from another zip code going to be up and no good. Rebounded Cantoria, nice block there. Here comes the Springer Red Devils. Credit there on that block is going to be Duran. The feed over to Rivera. Rivera gets on the board there. And now the Red Devils, you kind of see them trending upwards now into tonight's game. Ball rolls out of bounds, heading back Red Devils' way. Ramos going to be checking in here for Kayla Crossan. Bringing it up for the Red Devils is going to be the sophomore Burton. Gutierrez working on defense there. The flip over there to Duran. Duran right wing over to Epper. Epper trapped there by the Ramos twins. Almost force a turnover. Here comes number 12 Burton. Feed inside Epper. Bobbled and a foul. Looks like initial contact was made there from Elisa Cantoria of the Farmers. Going to remain Red Devils ball. Rivera's going to break the inbound gun over to 15. Araceli Cisneros, the sophomore. Loses traction of the ball. Recovered Epper. Back inside. That's going to be Burton. Loses her dribble. Recovered Sinroman. Cantoria presses the envelope up to Ramos. Here comes Janelle Ramos. Feed. 12-footer up from her sister Janae. Up and no good. Rebound Red Devils. Taken up here from Cantoria. Cantoria's gotten 2 steals here for the Lady Farmers early into tonight's game. Phoenix Sinroman flips it over to Ramos. Wide open over on the right wing is going to be Cantoria. Little miscommunication there. They believed head coach Kent Smith called a timeout. Instead, there's going to be some substitutions. McKenna Dasco checking in here for the Lady Farmers. Also back into the game for the Lady Red Devils is going to be Cisneros. Ramos pump fake from the free throw line, up and good. That's going to be Ramos's 6th point of the night. And Rivera hits the deck and a foul. Called there on Ramos. 3:16 left, 4-10 is your score late into the first quarter. Possession arrow remains here over on the west side, over to the Red Devils. The feed over there to Burton. Burton back over to Cisneros, the sophomore. Dasco picks her pocket. Here comes Sinroman pushing it up here. Past the logo, over to Ramos. Ramos up and good. Potential and one play here for Ramos. Ramos heading to the charity stripe here for the Lady Farmers, up 8. For a while there, it looked like the Red Devils were going to take over this game, but Lady Farmers will just not let up as Ramos made the bucket there. The feed over there, that's going to be Epper working on one of the Ramos twins. Feed over to Rivera. Ball pokes out of bounds. Possession arrow stays right here. Rivera here is going to be on the inbound here for Lady Red Devils. Sinroman and Ramos check out. The little 3-footer up and no good. Rebound Gutierrez. Here comes Gutierrez pushing up over to McKenna Dasco, the sophomore. Feed inside to Braylee Foster, the freshman. Very good athlete in her junior high career for the Farmers. Head coach Kent Smith, very excited to have her here on the roster this year, the freshman Braylee Foster. Also checking into the game for the first time in the tourney is the sophomore Isabella Chacon. Here comes the Red Devils, pushing it up. Another turnover on the Red Devils offense, but possession arrows goes back to the Red Devils, back in the Farmers' hands, and a foul. Foul called there by Ryan Coberly. Four to 13 is your score, ladies and gentlemen. That was Rivera's first foul committed of the night. Feed over Ramos. Work in there. Bobbles it over to Chacon, left wing. Almost intercepted by Rivera. Ball rolls out of bounds. And looks like it'll be going over there to the Red Devils. Ramos going to check out here for Lady Farmers. Cross and checks back in. Here comes number 7. Burton's going to shoot that long 3 up. No good. Rebound, Allegra Gutierrez. 2-minute warning here at Scott Gymnasium, Jim Topol Court. Shot was up and no good. Rebounded Epper. Epper feed inside to Long and good. That's going to be Epper's 4th point of the night. The feed, Dasco is trapped, breaks the press off of there to Gutierrez. The feed over to Chacon was bobbled, recovered from Crossan. Feed inside by Foster, and she's going to head to the charity stripe. This will be Braylee Foster's first trip to the charity stripe in her high school varsity career for the Lady Farmers. 2nd foul of the night on Naomi Rivera. And that's going to be something to watch if your head coach, your hero, you know, Rivera, possibly your best player. Last 2 years on the TSC Tournament all-tournament team. So 2 fouls early on here in the first quarter. Going to be very interesting down the stretch as the Red Devils have a 7-point deficit. Shot up and no good. Going to go possession arrow over to the Red Devils. We thank you all who have joined us here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network for today's game. We'll have some more action. Going to be the Hoehne Farmer boys versus the Springer Red Devil boys coming up here around 7 o'clock after this game. Having the ball there, the Red Devils back over there to Epper. And then it looks like that's going to be a travel turnover. Possession arrow goes over to Lady Farmers. 1 minute even left here in the first quarter. 6-13 is your score. 4 fouls now committed from the Red Devils, only 2 from the Farmers. Feed over Chacon, left wing, top of the key, Dasco over to Crossan. Feed over there, double teams Gutierrez, the feed inside to Foster, she loses it. Taken over there from the Red Devils. Let's see what they had down, called underneath. Nonetheless, it looks like it's going to remain Red Devils ball. Sen Roman checking into the game for her cousin Allegra Gutierrez. Here comes the Lady Red Devils. Duran has it. Top of the key over, that shot going to be up and blocked there from Kayla Crossan. Kayla Crossan, another block, gets 2 nice blocks there. Crossan led stat categories in 2A basketball last year with some of the most blocks per game, averaged 2.5 a game.
I believe that is the second personal foul on number 12 of the Red Devils.
Yeah, Olivia Burton, the sophomore, her second foul. 2 fouls as well for Naomi Rivera as Kayla Crossan heads to the charity stripe for the first time tonight. First shot up and no good. 6-13 is going to remain your score late into the first quarter. Shot up and good for Crossan. She's going to get on the board now with 1. The feed over and just goes right out of bounds there into some couple Hoehne Farmers men's basketball players. Here comes Sen Roman. 20 seconds left. The shot from the charity stripe up, no good. Grabs her own rebound, bounces off her foot. Some Farmers and Red Devils hit the deck in a jump ball. First one of the night into tonight's game. 8-point lead here for Lady Farmers. Phoenix and Roman breaks the inbound right wing over there to Dasco. Tipped. Crossan able to recover her own turnover. Back over to Dasco. Dasco trying to work, but she's trapped. Great perimeter defense so far displayed in this game from Red Devils. And clock's going to run out there. 6-14 is your score at the end of 1. We'll be right back after our word from LARCC Trucking.
Trucking is the place to call if you have something to haul. A family-owned trucking business since 2021, LARCC is named after the owner's children, their motivation to create a successful future. LARCC is ready to help you haul your hay, cattle, gravel, or equipment anywhere in southwestern United States. LARCC also buys and sells hay. Give them a call today at 970-274-0826 and get ready to haul.
Lovato Concrete is a multi-generational family business that has proudly been serving its community for over 30 years. Lovato Concrete specializes in all types of concrete, including foundations, walls, sidewalks, slabs, driveways, and decorative stamped concrete. Big enough to handle large commercial projects, but caring enough to take pride in residential projects too. They'll get your project done right. Give them a call today at 719-680-8512.
Your score. Brock Brunelli and Brad Doherty here in the studio. Tate Baker handling stats tonight here into tonight's game. Tate Baker, a freshman over at Branson, just got done with his football season as the Bearcats ended in the quarterfinals versus the Otis Bulldogs. And now here comes the Red Devils to get us started out of the second quarter of play. Rivera's going to be the point guard. Gutierrez pokes it. Possession arrow remains over here west. Here comes the Red Devils pushing up here. Burton, you've seen them split it between her and Rivera. Feed inside Epper, trapped there from Gutierrez and San Roman. Tipped, working on Ramos. The feed around her. She's going to pick it. Here comes Ramos. Janae Ramos pushing it up. And coast to coast, San Roman there with the bucket for the Lady Farmers. 2 points for her to get started for the junior. Here comes Burton, tipped, smothered by Gutierrez over to Epper, left wing, working on Epper with the sky hook, up, no good. Rebound, Cantoria. Cantoria's gonna go over there to Gutierrez over the right wing. Shot there from Hoehne School, up and no good. Passed over there, that's gonna be number 24, Annalisia Mendoza, the junior. And on the floor there, going to head Lady Farmers' way. They say Mendoza had her right foot on the out-of-bounds line. Here comes the Lady Farmers, Phoenix and Roman. Try to do a little no-look pass, sails out of bounds. And this is where the Springer Red Devils can potentially take over the game here. Only a 10-point deficit.
Yeah, both pretty composed teams. I'm looking at the Red Devils probably making a run here if they can continue this defensive pressure.
That's going to be Rivera over there to San Roman. The long three going to be up, no good. Cantoria going to grab the rebound. Over there to Phoenix San Roman. Feed left wing inside. Ramos up. And another and one situation for Ramos. Ramos on the night with 8. Can potentially get in double digits here into the first half here with a made bucket and another field goal or free throw of her own. Ramos up. No good from the charity stripe and a foul. Little reach in there called on Crossan or San Roman. See who they are going to eventually call it on there of the Lady Farmers. They're indeed going to call it there on San Roman, her first of the night. Over there, number 12, Burton. She's handled the point guard duties here in the second quarter. Burton, right wing, up, no good. Hits the rubber over there, back over. Gutierrez takes it. Here comes Gutierrez, coast to coast, over to Ramos. Ramos loses the dribble, recovered Red Devils, and just intercepted, goes right in the hands of Ramos. Ramos is shot from charity stripe, airballed, up, no good. Crossan saves it. San Roman, Ramos, up, good. Ramos now with double digits, ladies and gentlemen. She's got 50% of the Farmers' points, 10 of 20. Shot up and no good. Looks like there's going to be a foul. Going back to head coach Kent Smith, obviously 20-4 last year, 55 years as a coach in basketball, 3-time state champion Ponderosa Boulder men's basketball in the late 70s, and also won in track and field. 2017 Chassa Hall of Fame inductee, as that first free throw was up and no good. Burton at the charity stripe for Lady Red Devils. Second free throw attempt up and no good. Crossan bring it up here for Lady Farmers. Crossan has it top of the key, back over to Contoria, left wing. That's going to be Gutierrez. Nice little feed inside. Contoria up and good. That's going to be Contoria's 4th point of the night for the Lady Farmers. Feed goes over to Gutierrez, back over to Contoria. Contoria coast to coast, up, no good. Taken away, Gutierrez up, no good. Rebound, Dasco up, no good. Crashing the board there for Lady Red Devils, and that's Epper, and a reach-in foul there. They're going to call that on Crossan. Her first foul committed of the night. Here comes the Lady Red Devils. Burton still handling the point guard duties for Springer. Comes Burton. Burton working right wing on Contoria. Going to go back up top of the key. Rivera. Lady Farmers have done a great job of doing some man-to-man defense on containing Rivera, as Gutierrez on the transition bucket, up and good for the Lady Farmers. That's going to be her first 2 points of the night. And now that puts all the Lady Farmers, well, 4 of the 5 Lady Farmers in the box score with a bucket. That can change, though, with a bucket made from Crossan. And Crossan's going to do just that. Crossan getting her first 2 points of the night. And timeout taken by head coach Yorhilo. We're going to take a timeout of our own. We'll be right back here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network.
When you partner with Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions, you become part of the family. Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions is a design, build, and install company for synthetic turf fields serving Colorado, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming. We are the only owner-operated turf build and install company in Colorado, and we are a one-stop shop that does it all in-house, which means the people that are building your field care about quality and will make sure that it is done right. Choose Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions and join our family.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out of the break. Brock Bernelli, Tate Baker, Brad Doherty in the studio. 6-26. It's been all Farmers here in the first half of play with 4:15 left. Farmers, though, something interesting to watch. 5 fouls committed from the Lady Red Devils in the first quarter. But the tides have kind of changed. 0 committed now by the Red Devils and 3 now by the Lady Farmers. Burton's going to have it right wing over to Crossan. Trapped there from Dasco. And they're going to say she pushed out of bounds, heading Lady Farmers' way. Here comes Dasco pushing up here for the Farmers. You've seen Dasco do a good job last year for Lady Farmers, eating some minutes for them as a freshman. Ramos's bucket up, no good. And it's heading Lady Red Devils' way. You know, getting in the commercial break, you know, we were talking. It's really been the Farmers winning this game because they've been winning the turnover battle. They get some transition as there's a double dribble there from Mendoza. They're getting the transition buckets, able to score, and that's why the Farmers are up by 20 here, as Foster's going to check back in for Lady Farmers, as well as, I believe, number 25, Allegra Gutierrez. Little mishap there from the rotation unit of the Farmers. Ramos actually checking out, and a travel there off of Foster, heading Lady Red Devils' way. You know, that's been a thing for head coach Kent Smith the last couple years. He's had to use those younger athletes for the Farmers, and, you know, they've done a great job eating minutes as Allegra Gutierrez has another steal, and looks like it's going to be a foul there.
It was an offensive foul.
They're saying Gutierrez led there. I believe that's Gutierrez's first foul of the night. One more, and then in the bonus for Lady Farmers, that is Gutierrez's first. The feed over goes over the head there of number 12. That's going to be Burton. Burton working over there, number 23 of the Red Devils. Right wing back over to Rivera. For the most part, the Lady Farmers have held her in check tonight. The feed over left wing, back over to Rivera. Chacon's done a great job of this drive covering Rivera. Here comes Rivera. Shot and blocked there from San Roman. And a travel. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up after this game is going to be the head coaching debut of Mike Rodolfi as the Hoehne Farmers men's basketball coach, as they will be playing the Springer Red Devils. Should be a really good game. This Hoehne Farmers team lost, quite a bit of seniors last year, and Springer Red Devils, obviously, as Chacon makes that bucket, going back to the Springer Red Devil boys, always have a great showing at the TSC tournament. You can originally always at least notch them as a top 3 spot because, the Red Devils, just a great high-octane offense, great defensive team you're going to see from the Red Devils tonight. Third foul of the night committed there from San Roman, something to watch. And it looks like eventually they called it on the floor, but it's actually going to have to be 2 shots here. That's going to be the sophomore Olivia Burton heading to the charity stripe. So far into tonight's game, Burton, the sophomore, 0 points. 2:42 left, and that was the 5th foul committed there from the Farmers as they go out of the double bonus.
Again, if you're just joining us, maybe from the Hoehne or Springer fan base, that is a new rule change across all of high school basketball this year. There are no 1-and-1 single bonuses like we used to know it. It's by quarter now, and once a team gets to 5 fouls in a quarter, the other team immediately advances to double bonus.
As Burton got her first point of the night, Braylee Foster up and good. Braylee Foster, her first career points off of varsity buckets. Here comes number 12, Burton. It looks like that was a foul gonna remain.
She threw it off the
looks like it just out
leg
of bounds.
of her defender. Yeah, just out of bounds.
Just out of bounds there. So no foul, ladies and gentlemen. 7-30 is your score. 2:25 left. The feed over right wing, and that time it's a foul. If you look over there on the screen, looks like the Springer Red Devils and the Hoehne Farmer men's, they're going to be taking the court here at half to do some warm-ups. Burton is going to head to the charity stripe for the Lady Springer Red Devils. She's got 1 point into tonight's game, trying to make this 2. Contoria is going to check in. Allegra Gutierrez back in onto the bench for Lady Farmers. And that second free throw is going to be up and good. So now Olivia Burton making both of her points off of the charity stripe. Contoria left wing. Contoria feed over Ramos. Ramos from the charity stripe. Rattles right out. Rebound Foster and a foul. From here, it honestly looked like all ball to me. Down there, though, on the floor, they called it on the wrist. So, nonetheless, Foster's going to head to the charity stripe. But, I thought that was, a really nice block there. Duran, I thought she had a nice block there, but eventually, they call it a foul.
Again, may have gotten him on the body. That's the thing that as fans we don't watch a lot of. We watch what happens up around the ball. Is their arm on wrist contact? A lot of times it's the lower half of your body, and that's where they call the fouls.
As Foster's bucket up and no good. Rebound Epper, Abigail Epper pushing the envelope over to Cisneros. Cisneros up and good. Cisneros' first bucket of the night. Lady Red Devils and a foul. Lady Red Devils going back to them. Cuts the deficit down to 20 now. 1:54 left in the first half of play. That foul was on number 20, Braylee Foster.
Now that's interesting. Maybe they called that a defensive foul. They did not allow them to shoot there.
It looks like that's another foul heading Lady Farmers way down below here. Coming up at half will be the Cameron Cummings Trucking halftime show report. Left wing shot over Contoria, up, no good. Rebounded, Dasco up to Chacon, up and good. Chacon now 4 points now for Lady Farmers. 10-32 is your score, ladies and gentlemen. Back over Epper, going to work inside. She has a wide open alley and a beautiful bucket there from Epper. Here comes Dasco. She's going to work quick here for Lady Farmers. They have that wide open left wing over to Contoria, feed inside Foster. Foster now 4 points for the Lady Farmers, the freshman. Tipped Contoria right at the line, and she hits the deck and a foul.
That is the third personal foul on number 12.
Here's Ramos, left wing Contoria. You notice the last 3 drives, Contoria's been wide open over on that left wing as the Red Devils defense have tried to, shift right as Epper basket up and good. Let's see if the Springer Red Devils will pick that up. The last 3 drives, they've had Contoria wide open over on that left wing, and she's been able to shoot the 3 ball or feed it inside to Foster. Here comes Dasco. Wide 3 from Hoehne School, up, no good. Over, Foster grabs the rebound, and that's going to be good, and a foul. Foster's kind of been this unsung hero for the Farmers. 6 points already off the bench for her. And now she's heading to the charity stripe, and that's the first foul of the night for Epper. Going back to that, Foster could potentially, here as they're going to call actually on the floor, I believe.
Yeah, they said it happened after the shot. It was a push by one of the Springer Red Devils, number 20, Epler.
So the foul remains still on Epler. Remains possession arrow over east here to the Lady Farmers. Stack here displayed from the Farmers. Right wing, Dasco, feed inside the Ramos twin. Over Chacon, tipped, feed inside. That bucket's going to be up, rattles right out, tipped. Rebound, Janelle Ramos taken away from Lady Red Devils. Here comes number 12, Burn, up and good. 4 seconds left. Let's see if the Lady Farmers can get a shot off. Here comes Dasco, up and no good. That's going to be the end of 2. 16-36 is your score. We'll be right back with the Cam Cummings halftime report right here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. And as you look there on the logo, Cam Cummings Trucking LLC of Trinidad, Colorado. We thank Mr. Cummings for letting, sponsor Hoehne games, all the Hoehne games throughout the TSC tournament. Check out Cam Cummings Trucking LLC if you need hay hauled, cattle hauled, or anything of that matter. Please hit up Cam Cummings Trucking LLC. Going back here to the halftime show here, 16-36 is your score. Some things to note here. Naomi Rivera held to 2 points in the first half. Very impressive because Naomi Rivera, possibly one of the better players in New Mexico in their district for the Lady Red Devils. And the big emphasis has been points off of turnovers for the Lady Farmers. But nonetheless, Lady Red Devils, a great second quarter, I'd have to say. They flipped the switch off of the fouls. It kind of went more in their favor there in that second quarter. So something to note, this Lady Red Devils, they are down 20, obviously. But I wouldn't count them out. They can come right back into tonight's game, I believe. Get a couple buckets, clean up the turnovers, maybe hit the charity stripe a couple more times. They're going to be right back in this game. You can't count them out. Burton 2 points, and then the leading scorer with double digits for the Lady Red Devils has been the sophomore Epler. She only has 1 foul for the Lady Red Devils as well. Going back here to the Lady Farmers, Chacon, the sophomore, 4, and then the freshman Foster coming off the bench with 8, and then lots of turnovers forced there between the 3 of Gutierrez and Roman Cross, and they all have a couple each of their own. And then the leading scorer has been Janae Ramos. She has kept the paint clean so far tonight for Lady Farmers. Lots of blocks, lots of forced turnovers, and that's kind of just going to wrap it up here as you see the Springer Red Devils and the Hoehne Farmers taking the court here for warm-ups. That's going to be coming up right after the conclusion of this game. So that was the Cam Cummings Trucking LLC halftime show report. Check him out for any of your hauling needs. Thank you, and now we're going to hit some ads.
LARCC Trucking is the place to call if you have something to haul. A family-owned trucking business since 2021, LARCC is named after the owner's children, their motivation to create a successful future. LARCC is ready to help you haul your hay, cattle, gravel, or equipment anywhere in southwestern United States. LARCC also buys and sells hay. Give them a call today at 970-274-0826 and get ready to haul.
When you partner with Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions, you become part of the family. Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions is a design, build, and install company for synthetic turf fields serving Colorado, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming. We are the only owner-operated turf build and install company in Colorado, and we are a one-stop shop that does it all in-house, which means the people that are building your field care about quality and will make sure that it is done right. Choose Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions and join our family.
Woody's Furniture invites you to stop by one of their 2 convenient locations to browse their fine selection of beautiful furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more for your home. Visit their original store in downtown Raton or their new store in Trinidad on Freedom Road, right next to Big R, for a personal and professional furniture shopping experience. Woody's Furniture proudly supports the student athletes and student broadcasters of this tournament. The High Desert Hunting Company is based outside of beautiful Aguilar, Colorado, at the foot of the Spanish Peaks. Their specialty is one-on-one guided hunting adventures targeting your once-in-a-lifetime trophy animal. Originally known as Zelly's Hunting Club when it was founded in the 1930s, the modern-day High Desert Hunting Company also specializes in leasing and managing high-quality private ranches for big game trophy hunts, bringing in clients from all over the world and bringing money into Los Animas County. Give them a call today.
Lovato Concrete is a multi-generational family business that has proudly been serving its community for over 30 years. Lovato Concrete specializes in all types of concrete, including foundations, walls, sidewalks, slabs, driveways, and decorative stamped concrete. Big enough to handle large commercial projects, but caring enough to take pride in residential projects too. They'll get your project done right. Give them a call today at 719-680-8512.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, just a quick reminder, if you want to join Saddle Rock Sports Network, subscribe to us on YouTube. 660 subscribers. Let's try to get that to 700 plus before the end of the tournament. Also, give us a like on Facebook to keep up to date with all of our happenings and game coverage. Talking about game coverage, if you want to see more of Farmers basketball, men's and ladies varsity, please hit up the Saddle Rock Sports Network or myself if you want to see more Farmers basketball, or if you want to become a sponsor for that. If you're interested in seeing those games, feel free to contact myself or Brad Doherty, and we will make that happen to stream lady and men's Hoehne Farmers varsity games. 16-36 is your score here out of half. We're going to hit a couple more commercials. We're going to be right back here in about 2:30.
We know life takes you many places, and Branson School Online is here to ensure you receive a quality education wherever you are. Families work with experienced, Colorado licensed teachers in small class sizes, and with flexible schedules and customized learning plans, there's no reason not to join Branson School Online today. Visit our website and press the Apply Now button to begin the quick and easy process. For more information, please visit bransonschoolonline.com or call toll-free at 888-863-7850.
Lovato Concrete is a multi-generational family business that has proudly been serving its community for over 30 years. Lovato Concrete specializes in all types of concrete, including foundations, walls, sidewalks, slabs, driveways, and decorative stamped concrete. Big enough to handle large commercial projects, but caring enough to take pride in residential projects too. They'll get your project done right. Give them a call today at 719-680-8512.
The High Desert Hunting Company is based outside of beautiful Aguilar, Colorado, at the foot of the Spanish Peaks. Their specialty is one-on-one guided hunting adventures targeting your once-in-a-lifetime trophy animal. Originally known as Zelly's Hunting Club when it was founded in the 1930s, the modern-day High Desert Hunting Company also specializes in leasing and managing high-quality private ranches for big game trophy hunts, bringing in clients from all over the world and bringing money into Los Animas County. Give them a call today. Woody's Furniture invites you to stop by one of their 2 convenient locations to browse their fine selection of beautiful furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more for your home. Visit their original store in downtown Raton or their new store in Trinidad on Freedom Road, right next to Big R, for a personal and professional furniture shopping experience. Woody's Furniture proudly supports the student athletes and student broadcasters of this tournament.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, just like that, we're going to have some second half action coming up here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network for y'all. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started right back here. Alrighty, Lady Farmer's going to have the possession here. Here comes Sin Roman, right wing over to Gutierrez. Feed over Cantoria. Pump fake up. Cantoria shot up, no good. Rebounded there from Duran. A couple things to note out for Lady Farmers. Inactive into tonight's game is Aspen Garrison. Also, though, for the Lady Red Devils, something to note, possibly their second best player last year, also on the all TSC Tourney team, is Valerie Balderrama. She is out of tonight's game, did not get the start as she's inactive. And here comes the Lady Red Devils pushing up. It's going to be Duran, the sophomore. Has a wide open Rivera right wing. Here comes Rivera. And another forced turnover there from Gutierrez. Here comes Gutierrez pushing the envelope. Up coast to coast and good. Gutierrez now has 4 points for the Lady Farmers. The sling inside, working on crossings. Epler, and she hacked her there. Epler's going to head to the charity stripe.
You know, that's good, aggressive offense by Epler. Take it to the rack, draw fouls, get to the line, get the other team hopefully in foul trouble. That's the second foul on number 22. Right in front of me, so that's why I'm just saying numbers.
No worries, that foul was committed by Kayla Crossan. Epler's first shot was up and no good, but her second one's going to be good. I believe Epler now on the night has 4 for the Lady Red Devils. Ball slings out of bounds, heading Lady Red Devils' way. You know, so far coming out of the locker room, you'd have to say the Lady Red Devils are playing a lot better brand of basketball, I'd have to say, as the Lady Farmers have been able to score. Contoria top the key. Sin Roman left wing, feet inside. Ramos, feet over to Crossan. Out of bounds, heading Lady Red Devils' way. You know, Lady Red Devils, head coach Jesus Yerhilo coming out of the locker room, doing a great job of sealing the gaps, not displaying open lanes for the Farmers. Just some great defensive aggressiveness now we've seen on both sides of the ball. As Epler's 2-footer up, no good. Rebounded Contoria. Contoria's going to push it up here. Top of the key, Contoria has it for Lady Farmers. Almost had an extra step there, going to go over to Gutierrez. Gutierrez, long 3 up, no good. Over there, Crossan working inside, no good. Rebound Ramos, a nice block there from Duran. She says, no, no, no. Here comes Rivera. Rivera out of bounds, staying Lady Red Devils' way. You know, that's happened, you know, inside the paint, So far now in the second half, it's been the Lady Red Devils who have been displaying possibly better defense than the Lady Farmers now. That shot going to be up. Cisneros, no good. And a jump ball. Second jump ball of the night. Not a lot of jump balls so far here into this game. The feed over number 13, Duran. Duran in a foul, blocking foul. She's going to have 2 on the line.
Must have been a little bit in motion, seemed to be there. Was surprised to not get the charge foul.
Duran now at the charity stripe for the Lady Red Devils. Duran so far 0 points now. She's going to make that 1 into tonight's game. Second basket up, no good. Rebound, Epler, no good. Rebound, Crossan, and heading Lady Farmers' way. Lady Red Devils, you know, didn't quite agree with that. They thought Crossan last touched it. Nonetheless, still Farmers' ball. Feed over Gutierrez. Here comes Gutierrez, feed over to Ramos. Ramos up, no good. Rebounded, trapped by Lady Farmers, and Katoria just grabs it right out of her hand. Shot from the right wing. Katoria up, no good. And heading Lady Red Devils' way. Here comes number 12, Burton. Burton has over the right wing. Burton top the key, smothered there from Ramos. Crossan picks up the defense inside. Burton working on Contoria up, no good. Rebounded here from Phoenix and Roman. Run and gun here displayed from Lady Farmers here. St. Roman almost had an extra step there. Contoria top the key, left wing over to Gutierrez. Gutierrez, St. Roman, pump fake up, no good. Rebound, Crossan, just another big block from Duran. She's had 2 big blocks. Ramos up, no good. Rebound there from number 13, Duran. And so far, Duran's been the best defensive player, I'd have to say, on both sides. That shot going to be up and no good. Rivera fails and goes out of bounds.
That 3-point attempt was, as you would say, Brock Brunelli, from another zip code. She was about 3 steps behind the college line.
Yeah,
I think that is a confusing thing when high school players come here with multiple lines on the floor. You'll see them lining up a lot farther than they normally would. So I think our three-point percentages in this tournament are
little
lower than
just
normal.
a little lower, yeah. As I believe, yeah, that is Rivera who just hit the deck there for Lady Red Devils. Farmers possession arrow remains on the right. Here comes Crossan. Going to go back over to Cantoria. Cantoria, feed over there, long shot up and good. Phoenix and Roman there with the bucket. They're going to have 4 points there now on the back of her basketball card. And a foul. 18-40 is your score if you're just joining us. Second foul committed there from Epler, first of the half. Sin Roman flips it over to Crossan. Crossan back over to Gutierrez, feed inside to Crossan. Crossan, little sky hook there, up, no good. Taken up there from Duran. Duran up to Epler, hits the deck and a jump ball. And just as I said, we haven't had many jump balls, you know, now it's happening. You know, obviously you probably get it, you know, get an aggressive game now into the second half. Lots of jump balls so far. Phoenix and Roman feeds it over to Cantoria. Cantoria, left wing, goes right past Rivera, up, no good. Ramos puts it up, no good. Cantoria gets it back up with the bucket. She's got 6 points now into tonight's game. Working on Crossan's going to be Epler, and a foul. Going to be 2 now for Epler. And you know, Epler's done a very good job of drawing fouls. Kayla Crossan now with 3. Something to monitor there if the Farmers lose one of their starters to foul trouble. I believe that's going to be Epler's 12th point of tonight's game. Checking in the game for the Lady Red Devils, we do not have a number 23 on either roster, I believe, so we do apologize. Cisneros checked out. Here comes Sin Roman. Going to flip it over. Inside pass over to Cantoria. Cantoria working inside, no good. And just some good defense again from Duran. She's let nothing go her way. She's gotten a bunch of blocks in this second half. Duran's carving out a pretty nice game here for the Lady Red Devils.
You know, that's what you got to do. You got to put your foot down defensively, protect your house, protect your rim, but do it in such a way that you don't pick up lots of cheap ticky-tacky fouls. Ramos again, pretty jumper from the charity stripe.
And ball sails out of bounds, heading possession arrow over to Red Devils. You know, Epler now tied with Ramos with 12 for your leading scorers. Your leading scorers of tonight's game so far is presented to you by Lovato Concrete. Epler 12, Ramos 12.
Springer now going to a press.
Here comes Gutierrez, breaks it easily. Feet over, bounces off of Duran, and a jump ball. You know, it's interesting to see the Lady Farmers keep going inside with the success of Duran. I'm very shocked they keep doing that. I thought I'd see more of the Farmers, you know, kicking it out to the left or right wing, but they're still going inside, targeting Duran. Something interesting, though, as Duran's had a very nice defensive game so far. Ramos has it. Going over to Dasco. Here comes McKenna Dasco, feed over to Gutierrez. Feed inside Ramos, loses the ball, going Red Devils' way. 19-44 is your score. 2:29 left in the third quarter of play. 1 foul committed in this quarter from the Lady Red Devils, 4 from the Lady Farmers. 2:18 remaining. Here comes number 12, Burton Feed, taken away there from Ramos. Here comes Janae Ramos, up, and a bucket. Janae Ramos now your leading scorer with 14. And she intercepts it Ramos trying to call game here, going to coast, loses the dribble, falls out of bounds, heading Lady Red Devils' way. .159 left. Substitution here for Lady Farmers. And actually it looks like head coach Kent Smith's going to take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout of our own. We'll be right back after this word from LARCC Trucking of Trinidad, Colorado.
LARCC Trucking is the place to call if you have something to haul. A family-owned trucking business since 2021, LARCC is named after the owner's children, their motivation to create a successful future. LARCC is ready to help you haul your hay, cattle, gravel, or equipment anywhere in southwestern United States. LARCC also buys and sells hay. Give them a call today at 970-274-0826 and get ready to haul.
When you partner with Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions, you become part of the family. Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions is a design, build, and install company for synthetic turf fields serving Colorado, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming. We are the only owner-operated turf build and install company in Colorado, and we are a one-stop shop that does it all in-house, which means the people that are building your field care about quality and will make sure that it is done right. Choose Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions and join our family.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the action. Brock Brunelli, Tate Baker, Brad Doherty in the studio. 19-46 is the score. 1:59 left in the third quarter of play. We're going to have one more game on our nightcap tonight. It's going to be the Hoehne Farmers versus the Springer Red Devils. Should be some good games. We're going to see how the bracket kind of unfolds. We're going to give you an update of the bracket and that heading out of tonight. Tomorrow, though, the schedule looks like it's going to be on the boys' side, Primero and Trinidad, and then Des Moines and help me out here. Des Moines and John Walsenburg Panthers.
Yeah.
So
that'll be a replay of last year's championship matchup.
As
on the boys'
Duran's
side,
first free throw goes through the nylon.
Again, the Red Devils already in the double bonus with nearly 2 minutes to go here in the fifth.
And Duran now 4 points, 6 total, 4 of them coming off of free throws. Taken away, Epper working on Foster, 20 on 20, out of bounds, heading Lady Farmers' way.
You know, this Springer press getting the job done. There's another steal.
Epper up and good. Epper now 14. Timeout taken. We're going to take a timeout of our own here for stations to identify themselves. We'll be right back here on the South Rock Sports Network.
Woody's Furniture invites you to stop by one of their 2 convenient locations to browse their fine selection of beautiful furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more for your home. Visit their original store in downtown Raton or their new store in Trinidad on Freedom Road, right next to Big R, for a personal and professional furniture shopping experience. Woody's Furniture proudly supports the student athletes and student broadcasters of this tournament. The High Desert Hunting Company is based outside of beautiful Aguilar, Colorado, at the foot of the Spanish Peaks. Their specialty is one-on-one guided hunting adventures targeting your once-in-a-lifetime trophy animal. Originally known as Zelly's Hunting Club when it was founded in the 1930s, the modern-day High Desert Hunting Company also specializes in leasing and managing high-quality private ranches for big game trophy hunts, bringing in clients from all over the world and bringing money into Los Animas County. Give them a call today.
Alrighty, coming out of the break, I'd like to thank, we're up to 665 subscribers. Appreciate everyone who has supported us. If you're not a subscriber yet, press that subscribe button, hit that little bell icon, and you'll get notifications on all our upcoming games.
Tate Baker has said that if we get to 700 subscribers tonight, he would get on the microphone. It's the most amazing thing. Actually, I'm totally making that up. He hasn't said that, but
False advertisement. Just kidding.
I might get sued for libel here.
Yeah.
We had a fun subscriber challenge earlier on in football season. And maybe we'll come up with some additional fun subscriber challenge
Yeah,
for
maybe
this tourney.
can throw in a free hat or something if it's in the budget. If we get to 700, do a drawing or something.
Oh, there we go.
There you go, just something. My little marketing ideas. What am I saying as Epler goes inside? Epler working on Sin Roman. Epler up, rattles right out of the basket. Over there, Sin Roman. Here comes Sin Roman pushing it up here for Lady Farmers. Sin Roman feeds it over to Cantoria, right wing, back over to Sin Roman. 23-46 here, 23-point deficit for the Red Devils. 3 timeouts remaining here for the Red Devils. Coach Kent Smith has only used 1. He has 4 remaining and a foul.
The gym here is starting to fill up. Mr. Brunelli getting ready for this next showdown.
Yeah, and only day 2, so this tournament I feel has been a lot more packed even than last year's. A lot more fans excited about the tournament. Obviously, bunch of viewers. Thank you all. We just hit the century mark, actually 100 watching right now live on our YouTube channel. So shout out to everyone watching it from the comfort of their own home. As those 2 free throws went in and good. Number 12, Burton, taken away there from Sin Roman. Here comes Sin Roman feeding it inside to Ramos. Number 11, Janae Ramos up and a bucket. And Janae Ramos now, I believe, with 16 points for the Lady Farmers. Taken away. Here comes Cantoria. Cantoria goes past the logo, just throws it up and no good. Going to be the end of 3, 23-50 is your score. We'll be right back after this word from Lovato Concrete.
Lovato Concrete is a multi-generational family business that has proudly been serving its community for over 30 years. Lovato Concrete specializes in all types of concrete, including foundations, walls, sidewalks, slabs, driveways, and decorative stamped concrete. Big enough to handle large commercial projects, but caring enough to take pride in residential projects too. They'll get your project done right. Give them a call today at 719-680-8512.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out of the break. 23-50 is your score. 8 minutes even left in the 4th quarter of play. We're almost into the midnight hour here at Scott Gymnasium. Just kidding, it's only 7 o'clock. It's probably midnight somewhere. Here comes the Lady Red Devils. Swings it over to Duran. She's carved out a nice game so far for the Lady Red Devils. Feed over number 24, that's Mendoza, the junior, getting some looks here late into tonight's game. Feed inside, taken away, Sin Roman. Feed over to Cantoria with 1, Red Devil to beat. Here comes Cantoria up, no good. In the deck, Ramos up, over, back to Ramos. Here comes Janae Ramos up, no good. Rebound, crossing, block there from Duran. Saves it, bounces it off of Duran. Back over to Cantoria, left wing. Cantoria in a block, and they're going to finally call it a foul there on Duran.
Duran definitely going to get my vote for defensive player of the game thus far.
You can potentially say on both sides Duran's been possibly the best defensive player. Obviously, though, Gutierrez and Roman, they're forcing quite a bit of turnovers at the top of the key for the Farmers. But Duran inside of the paint, especially the second half, she's been the best defensive player for the Red Devils. as she hits the bench with 3 fouls of her own. First foul committed in the second half. Both free throws made there. Here comes the Lady Red Devils. That's going to be number 12, Olivia Burton, taking away Contoria. Contoria is carving out some nice stats there on the back of her basketball card. I believe that's her 6 or 7 still. Here comes Ramos, top of the key, smothered over by the Red Devils. Nice little feed inside from Contoria. Ramos to a wide open Gutierrez, up and good. Gutierrez now with 6 points for the Lady Farmers. 6:50 left, 23-54 is your score. Shot up, no good. Rebounded Contoria. Here comes Contoria pushing up for Lady Farmers, over to Ramos. Back over Sinroman. Dasco's due to check in now for Lady Farmers. Sinroman up, goes right through the net as it bounced off. Going to be good for Lady Farmers. 6 points for her. Rivera, left wing. Back over, throws it across. Back over there to number 12, Burton, top of the key, smothered over there from Gutierrez. Right wing, shot put up, no good. That was Mendoza. Taken away here, that's going to be Janae Ramos. Averaged 9.8 points per game last year for Lady Farmers. Gutierrez up and good. And now Gutierrez 8 points. And between Gutierrez and Foster, as well as Contoria, 2 more points for each of them. And that'll make 4 Lady Farmers in double digits. Great recipe for success here so far for Lady Farmers. Feed inside, tipped there from Gutierrez. Recovered, number 12, and a foul. Heading to the line is going to be Burton, the sophomore, for 2 on the charity stripe. So far into tonight's game, Burton with 6. 4 of those 6 coming off of free throw attempts. New 3 coming in, that's going to be number 12, Janelle Ramos, McKenna Dasco, the sophomore, and the other sophomore, number 5, Isabella Chacon. Here comes Burton. That free throw going to be up and good. 7 points for her. And out of bounds. Be Kayla Cross in here on the inbound. Back over to Sinroman. Sinroman going to work past that press. Almost triple team there. Worked past it. And a nice little block there from number 15, Araceli Cisneros, the sophomore. Huge block there for Lady Red Devils. Here comes number 12, Burton, feeding it back over to Rivera. The long 3 from the college three-point line, up and good. Huge 3 there from Rivera, and that wasn't from the women's three-point line. That was from the men's three-point line from Rivera. Incredible three-point shot. Some of the best three-point shooting we've seen last year from Rivera. She finally connects on her first 3 of the tournament there. She's got 5 into tonight's game. Sinroman from the charity stripe up, and it just rattles right in. You know, Sinroman's last 2 shots have been mostly, you know, those little, they've kind of rattled right in there for her, for Lady Farmers, as I believe now Sinroman has 8. So 5 Lady Farmers are trending now with 8 points. Ball sails out of bounds. 28-60 is your score.
As this game comes to a conclusion, I believe we can safely say that on Friday, the Hoehne Farmers will advance to play the Lady Kim Mustangs. That game will be at 5:30 on Friday night. And the Spring Red Devils will advance to play, excuse me, the Raton Lady Tigers, and that game will be at 2:30 on Friday.
Yeah, and you know, Lady Mustangs looked really good today, honestly. You know, they've gotten some more starters this year between Kennedy Cranston and the freshman Charlie Burley. Some really nice games carved out by them for the Lady Farmers. Winford had a nice game, as well as the point guard Amato. So it'll be interesting to see those 2 play each other as that bucket's up and good by Burton. But going back, another Kim Branson Hoehne matchup. 2 years ago, if everyone remembers, Lady Farmers actually played the Mustangs in the ladies championship, so kind of interesting for me as I'm alumni of both schools, actually, the Farmers and Kim Branson Mustangs. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see again. You know, it's always cool to see both of your schools play each other. I believe between the last two matchups, the Mustangs have came out on, actually it's 1-1. Yeah, 1-1 for them. So let's see who can split that last 3-game series for them two.
You know, and that's one of the fun things about this tournament is you have schools from different classifications that play each other from different states. You know, so the Kim Branson Mustangs are not going to go up and play 2A schools like Hoehne, like Trinidad.
Exactly.
But you get the chance to test your skills here at the tournament.
Yeah. You know, especially, you know, this ladies Red Devils, you know, it says 30-61, but this Lady Farmers team's really good. So, and I believe this Lady Red Devils team, you know, it is a 31-point deficit, make that 28. They looked really good as well, you know.
And that 3 ball right there by the Red Devils, that just kind of shows the mentality and the composure that these young ladies have.
For sure. You know, I feel like this Lady Red Devils team, they're very young. And, you know, they were in the playoffs last year. I think they're going to be a playoff team again. Last year they were 21-7. Lost to the #1 seed in the quarterfinals versus Melrose of New Mexico. And they only lost by 11 points to them. So with Valderrama coming back healthy and everything, I'm expecting this Lady Red Devils team to go quite far in the state bracket on the New Mexico side, and obviously the Lady Farmers. First foul of the night committed there from number 15, Dasco of the Lady Farmers. Coming up in about a minute or two, we're going to have the Lovato Concrete post-game show report. Myself and Brad Doherty will be bringing that to you guys. As now the score 34-61. Here comes Dasco pushing it up, working inside, staying right here. And it looks like they're letting the clock run here. Normally it would stop, but 23 seconds left. Shot. Chacon up, no good, rebounded. Right in the hands of Dasco. Dasco feed inside Ramos, up, and a foul. Janelle Ramos going to head to the charity stripe with 12.7 left. Janelle Ramos so far, her sister having 16, 2 for her. And that free throw up and good, make that 3 for Ramos. Ramos's second free throw up, no good. Recovered there from 22. Rodriguez, the sophomore, her first looks of to tonight's game. Feed inside, off of Chacon. 5 seconds left. They're playing to the whistle. Here comes San Roman, feed right into the hands of Duran, and that's going to be the ball game. 34-62 is the final. We're going to have the Lovato Concrete post-game show report coming right up in about a minute. Thank you.
Lovato Concrete is a multi-generational family business that has proudly been serving its community for over 30 years. Lovato Concrete specializes in all types of concrete, including foundations, walls, sidewalks, slabs, driveways, and decorative stamped concrete. Big enough to handle large commercial projects, but caring enough to take pride in residential projects too. They'll get your project done right. Give them a call today at 719-680-8512.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lovato Concrete post-game show report. Final wrapped up there. Lady Farmers coming out victorious. Some things just to, get for you guys. Epler ending up with 14, Cisneros 2, and then the leading score there is going to be Burton with 15. On the victorious side, Lega Gutierrez 8, 9 for San Roman. Braylee Foster in her first varsity game, 8. And then 10 points combined between Contoria and Chacon. They had 4 and 6. And then I'm going to have to give your Lovato Concrete player of the game going to go over to Janae Ramos, 17 points, lots of forced turnovers. Had just a great overall game, great game. You could have went with a lot of players here for Lady Farmers. And obviously, credit over to Duran and Epler. Duran having a really good game defensively. And then offensively, Epler, flipped the switch there with 14. And then Burton with 15 going to be that leading scorer for the Red Devils. I liked a lot from both teams. I think both of these teams very good. Obviously, both played in the championship last year. Just some great basketball displayed. And, obviously, Lady Farmers, they were everything as advertised. Ranked 9th in the state in 2A. Very good team. Be interesting to see what they do the rest of the tournament. So that's going to kind of just wrap up everything. Final over there, Lady Farmers are on top. That was your Lovato Concrete post-game show report. We're going to have more basketball coming up here in about 10 minutes from Scott Gymnasium, Jim Topol Court. And we will see you all at the next ball game.